So did you decide to take another week off? No.
I really just don't want to go back.
Then just take it.
And that's going to be leaving here.
Yeah. No.
I feel like
The mom by herself. Yeah, no,
he's into it.
why not? And then you can always tell them, I really super duper miss you all, and I want to come back in. Can I go back and go over that? I would just take it, girl. Like you said, you didn't have time to do anything. You gotta get ready to do the floors in.
Yeah, that first week.
Yeah.
Oh, you were there when I was having the debacle. I don't understand what she was telling me. I was like,
So you're coming tomorrow?
it was like the day after the funeral, and I'm like, now what? It's like, this, no, the end of May? No. She goes, finally I got it. I'm like, okay, say it again after about the fifth time. The end of the week of the first week of May.
So you're
Thursday or
only
Friday.
gonna have a week to get ready then.
Yeah.
Are you guys, so you should just,
Yeah.
you shouldn't ask me. Just take it off.
Well, I know. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
well, look how much vacation time I have.
Yeah, you might as well use it.
Well, we can't use it when we go on our mission trip.
Yeah, so you just need it done.
Yeah, he's just gonna pull the carpet.
He's gonna what?
Pull the carpet out so it's not the actual flooring.
Yeah, but you gotta move stuff.
Yeah. I need to move it now. Wow.
He's not gonna put the, he's gonna pull the carpet up and then he's gonna put the floor down.
Oh, he's got to screw down all the boards.
Oh.
So that's at least a day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How are you, Jen?
I'm here. I had my first Nucala injection
Oh.
today, so they sent it to the house. And then it's basically like an EpiPen sort of thing. You can either stab your thigh or stab your arm. Well, I couldn't do the thigh. I was there.
Oh.
She's too muscular.
Well, I couldn't do it. The idea of, just like stabbing myself. So I'm like, I'll just do the arm because I don't have to see that. And so, boing, that's what I did.
How do you feel?
I don't know, I don't really feel any
And
different.
it's 30 days.
Yeah.
And that's for your asthma?
Yeah.
Isn't it a steroid, a long-acting steroid, or not?
I don't really know that much about it, except
I figured she would have studied it.
yeah, it's supposed to be like an add-on injection, so it's supposed to, make things better.
I
So
think
we
it's
shall
just
see.
immunomodulator. I don't think it's a steroid, is it?
It has to be steroid.
Is it a steroid?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Well, if you ever can't do it, you can bring it to yoga.
I thought about that.
We'll do it, we'll be done in no time.
But it's done.
Well, I hope it works for you.
Yeah, I don't know what timetable that has, but
So what is your season? What is your bad season? Is it all the time, or do you have a season that's worse?
spring and summer,
Okay.
anytime I'm outside, it's
Yeah.
worse. When I start bicycling, when I start mowing the lawn, then
So maybe you've started at enough time that it'll work for you. Did you have to do it all through the whole month, or do you get to be
well, it's
off?
once a month, so then I'll get the next one in May, and then
So you have to do it for all the 12 months, though. Okay.
right.
Yeah, but if it works.
We'll see. So if I shut off the lights and they're glowing in the dark, there you have it.
Did it come in a biohazard bag?
Oh my God, they came with a little red plastic, like sharps container.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the first thing, and I unpacked it. I'm like, dang, do I need this?
You gotta dig a hole, bury it in the backyard. Oh, wow.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Oh, and Edna has a cold, so she won't be here this evening.
Oh, she does.
Yes.
Weren't they sick last week too?
They've been sick. I know. And they're never sick, so I hope.
Well, I know Monday she said she worked. So
Yeah.
that's when I asked her if she wanted to come in the morning on Wednesday or evening. And she said the evening was fine, and then today, just a little bit before we came, she said she had a cold.
She did say, they give blood often, and they can check and see if they have COVID antibodies. And those two had one Johnson & Johnson. They didn't get boosted. She has antibodies, but Rod doesn't.
Why didn't they do the better stuff?
I don't know. I think because they wanted one. I just think it's amazing that she has antibodies and he doesn't. She has your blood.
Oh, negative.
Uh-huh.
She is a negative.
So that makes me wonder too.
Yeah, I'm O negative as well.
Good, that's why we didn't get COVID.
Is that it?
Plus I take vitamin D.
Really?
I'm gonna stock up on vitamin D for next week.
What are you, Marcia?
A positive.
A positive.
But I didn't get it. But of course, I'm doing every shot they give me.
Right.
They're treating
I need double of that. Double tap.
Well, thank you again, both for being here. Up in and out. And another breath in and out. And when you're ready, taking your arms up overhead. And lean over to the right side. Letting that bottom hand fall away. And stretching out. And bringing both hands back to heart center. Again, our breath in and out. Taking our arms up overhead. And leaning to the left side. Letting that bottom hand fall away. And stretching out. And bringing both hands back to heart center. Again, that breath in and out. Left hand to our right knee. Right hand trails around behind, overlooking the right shoulder. And as you exhale, slowly turning your torso and seeing if you might be able to look behind you. And coming back to center. Again, our breath in and out. Right hand, left knee. Bring that left hand around behind us, overlooking the left shoulder. And as you exhale, again, slowly turning your torso and seeing if you might be able to look behind you on the other side. And again, coming back to center. Our breath in and out. Taking our legs wide, stretching out. Right hand to the right ankle and stretching the left over top. Bringing that left hand down to our right toes. Right hand to our right toes. And exhaling down. Nose to that right knee. Inhaling up, left hand, left ankle. And stretching the right arm over top. Bringing that right hand down to our left toes. Left hand to our left toes. And exhaling down. Nose to the left knee. And inhaling up, stretching wide, left fingers, right toes, and exhaling down. Inhaling up, stretching wide, right fingers, left toes, and exhaling down. Again, inhaling up, stretching wide, left fingers, right toes, and exhaling down. Inhaling up, stretching wide, right fingers, left toes, and again, exhaling down. Inhaling up, we'll bring both legs together. Here's our forward fold. Inhaling up, bending the right knee, putting that right ankle on top of the left thigh, and stretching forward for my left toes. Taking both legs long, forward fold. Inhaling up, bending the left knee, putting that left ankle on top of the right thigh, then reaching forward for our right toes. And then taking our legs back nice and long for that forward fold. And we'll put our legs in our butterfly position, soles of our feet together, letting our knees and our thighs drop out to the side, bringing our hands to heart center, and slowly rolling back. Taking a breath in and out. We'll put our palms down on either side of our hips, pushing down with the soles of our feet, down with our hands, bringing our back sides off the mat, and holding. And then we'll separate our feet out, coming into our bridge pose. And see if we can take that left leg up towards the ceiling. Coming back into our bridge pose. And we'll see if we can take that right leg up towards the ceiling. Coming back into our bridge pose. Putting the soles of our feet together again, letting our knees and our thighs drop out to the side. And then relaxing our backside down. Letting those knees and those thighs drop all the way out. Bringing our hands to heart center. And taking a breath in and out. Again, we're going to put the palms of our hands down on either side of our hips. Push the soles of our feet together. Bring our back sides up off the mat. Separating our feet to the outside of the mat, putting us into bridge pose. We'll take that left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Coming back into our bridge pose. Taking that right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Coming back into our bridge pose. And then walking our feet together, putting the soles of our feet together, letting our knees and our thighs drop out to the side, and still holding our back sides off the mat. And we're dropping our back sides down. Again, letting our knees and our thighs drop out to the side. Bringing our hands back to heart center. And taking that nice full breath in and out. We'll do one more, so we're putting our hands down on either side of our hips, pushing the soles of our feet together, taking our back sides up, off the mat. Walking our feet to the outside of the mat, putting us in bridge. We'll take that left leg up towards the ceiling. Coming back into our bridge. And we'll take that right leg up towards the ceiling. Coming back, holding bridge. And once again, we're going to walk our feet together, put the soles of our feet together, let our knees and thighs drop out to the side, and fold our backside off the mat. And finally resting all the way down. Letting your knees and thighs drop out to the side. Bringing our hands to heart center. Our breath in and out. And we're slowly going to roll up. And come back into our butterfly position. Taking our breath in and out. We'll put that right hand down on the floor. Stretch the left over top. Bringing that left hand down. Stretching the right over top. Bringing that right hand to the floor. Stretching the left over top. Bringing that left hand down. And taking the right over top. And bringing our hands back around our ankles, holding that butterfly position. A breath in and out. As we exhale, we're going to bring our nose closer in the direction of our toes. And hold. Inhaling our torso up, exhaling, bringing our nose in the direction of our toes. Inhaling, bringing our torso up, and once more exhaling, bringing our nose closer to our toes. Inhaling up, keeping that butterfly position, inhaling our arms up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, and once more, inhaling up, and exhaling down, and then coming forward into our tabletop position, hands and knees. Starting in our cow position with our head up and relaxing our back. Here's cat, inhaling, tucking my head, arching my back, pulling my tummy up and holding. And exhaling back around into our cow. Our cat again, inhaling, tugging my head, arching my back, pulling my tummy up, and holding. And exhaling back around into cow. One last cat, inhaling, tugging my head, arching my back, pulling my tummy up and holding. And exhaling back around into our cow. We'll turn to the right side and look back at that right foot. Coming back to center, turning to the left side, looking back at that left foot. And returning back to center, we'll take that left leg out to the side, drawing up from the torso, and taking both arms up, overhead. Bringing that right hand down to the floor, stretching the left, over top. Bringing both arms up, overhead. Left hand to the left ankle, and we'll stretch the right over top. Bringing that right hand down to our left ankle and looking off to that left side. And returning both arms up, overhead. We'll bring our hands down to the mat. And we're going to take this left arm underneath the right. Left shoulder's headed down to the mat. And we'll take that right arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating the right shoulder, taking the arm and the fingers on up towards the ceiling. And then placing our palms down, straightening our arms. We'll take this right arm underneath the left, right shoulder's headed down to the mat, and we'll take that left arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating that left shoulder, taking the arm and the fingers on up towards the ceiling, placing my palms down, straightening my arms, exhaling down onto my forearms, and exhaling one more time, dropping my forehead onto the mat, and stretching those arms out long in front of us. And as we're coming back into that table position, a breath in and out. Now we'll take that right leg out to the side, drawing up from the torso and taking both arms up, overhead. Bringing that left hand down to the floor, stretching the right over top. Bringing both arms up, overhead. Taking that right hand to the right ankle and stretching the left over top. Maybe bringing that left hand down to the right ankle and looking off to that right side. And returning both arms up, overhead. We'll take both hands down to the mat and take this left arm underneath the right, left shoulder's headed down to the mat, and we'll take that right arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating the right shoulder, taking the arm and the fingers on up towards the ceiling, placing our palms down, straightening our arms. We'll take this right arm underneath the left, right shoulder's headed down to the mat, and we'll take that left arm all the way forward. If you choose, rotating the left shoulder, taking the arm and the fingers on up towards the ceiling, placing my palms down, straightening my arms, exhaling down onto my forearms, and if you choose, exhaling one more time, dropping your forehead onto the mat and stretching those arms out long in front of you. And unwinding. Coming back into our table. Our breath in and out. We'll think about putting our head down on the mat, stretching those arms long behind us, maybe interlacing my fingers, lengthening my arms, and rolling my shoulders back. And coming back into our table. Our breath in and out. We'll take that right arm all the way out in front and that left leg out behind us. Bending my left knee, drawing that right elbow back, connecting, left knee, stretching out, bending that left knee, drawing that right elbow back, connecting, left knee, and stretching out. This time as you bend the left knee, we'll bring that right hand around and see if we can hang on to those left toes. And coming back into our table. Our breath in and out. We'll take that left arm all the way out in front and that right leg out behind us. Bending my right knee, drawing that left elbow back, connecting, right knee, stretching out, bending my right knee, drawing that left elbow back, connecting, right knee, and stretching out. This time as you bend the right knee, we'll bring that left hand around and see if we can hang on to those right toes. And coming back into our table. Our breath in and out. When you're ready, tucking your toes, coming up into down dog. And we'll start by walking dog. Right knee forward and back, left knee forward and back, just like we're walking. Settling back into our down dog. Can you take the right hand over to the left ankle? Coming back, down dog. Bringing that left hand over to the right ankle. Returning back, down dog. We'll bring the right foot forward in between both hands in front. And when you're ready, inhaling up for your warrior one. Connecting our palms together, extending forward over the right thigh. Bringing that right hand back by my hip. Pushing the left arm forward. Bringing both arms forward. And back up for our warrior one. And we'll take both hands down on either side of the right foot. Scooting that right foot back into our down dog. We'll bring that left foot forward in between both hands in front. And when you're ready, inhaling up for your warrior one. Connecting my palms together, extending forward over the left thigh. Bringing that left hand back by my hip, pushing the right arm forward. Bringing both arms forward. And back up. Warrior one. And we'll take both hands down on either side of the left foot. Scooting that left foot back into my down dog. We'll put our weight on our right foot as we take that left leg out behind us for three-legged dog. Bending my left knee, turning my hip outward, dropping that foot over my hip. And if you want it to be harder, walking your hands back, and see if you can put them around the right ankle. And coming back into our down dog. Putting our weight on that left foot, taking that right leg out behind us. Bending the right knee, turning my hip outward, dropping my foot over my hip. And if you need it to be harder, walking your hands back and see if you can put them around the left ankle. And coming back into our down dog. We'll walk our feet back into our plank. And then widen our stance. So wide plank. Bringing our feet back in and boosting ourselves back up into down dog. Again, walking our feet back into our plank, widening our stance for our plank, coming back into our regular plank, and back into our down dog. One last one, here we go, so we're walking our feet back into our plank, widening the stance of our plank, bringing our feet back into plank, and back up into our down dog. Walking our feet forward, right behind our hands, slowly rolling upward, reaching on up, and settling into our mountain position. A breath in and out. We'll take the right hand on the outside of the right thigh, taking the left over top, coming back into our mountain. Left hand down the outside of the left thigh, stretching the right over top. And coming back into our mountain. We'll do our triangle. Right foot is forward, left is behind, arms are out, right hand, right ankle, and the left arm is up. Maybe taking the right arm and pointing it out to the left side. Bringing both hands around the right ankle, looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up. Stretching our arms out, left hand, right ankle, and the right arm is up. Maybe taking that left arm out to the right side. And putting both hands around that right ankle, looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up. Settling into our mountain. Again, that breath in and out. Triangle other side. Left foot is forward, right is behind. Arms are out. Left hand, left ankle, and the right arm is up. Maybe taking that left arm and pointing it out to the right side. Bringing both hands around that left ankle, looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up. Stretching our arms out, right hand, left ankle, and that left arm is up. Maybe taking the right arm and pointing it out to the left side. Bringing both hands around that left ankle, looking up for our gaze and pose, and making our way back up. Settling into our mountain. Our breath in and out. Let's do our tree. Weight is on the right foot. Left foot goes against the right ankle, or somewhere along the right leg. Growing tree, arms overhead. Springtime tree, arms to the side. Back up, growing tree. And bringing those hands to heart center. And finally stepping back into our mountain. That breath in and out. We'll do our tree, other side, weight is on the left foot. Right foot goes against the left ankle, or somewhere along the left leg. Growing tree, arms overhead. Springtime tree, arms to the side. Back up, growing tree. And bringing those hands to heart center. And finally stepping back into our mountain. A breath in and out. We'll come forward into our table position. Hands and knees. And take a breath in and out. Putting our weight on our right palm and our right knee, we'll turn to the side, taking that left arm up overhead. If you choose, picking up that left leg, maybe taking the top arm and the top leg out to the side, connecting the fingers and toes. Coming back to your original position. Again, maybe taking the left arm and the left leg out to the side, connecting fingers and toes. Coming back to that original position. And once more, maybe taking the top arm and the top leg out to the side, connecting fingers and toes. And coming back to that original position. And either holding your position, or if you so choose, here's our side plank, straightening that on the knee and coming up. We'll come down on that right side. Right hand is on our head. Bottom leg is long. Top knee is bent. We'll bring that top knee up to our chest. Extend that leg out to the wall. And bring the leg back in line with the body. Bending that top knee. Drawing it up to our chest. Extending that leg out to the wall. And bringing the whole leg back in line with the body. Once more. Bending that top knee. Drawing it up to our chest, extending that leg out to the wall, and bringing the whole leg back in line with the body. We'll take that top leg all the way up, and with the left hand, we're going to reach for those toes. And then we're going to roll forward into our crocodile. Our fingertips get to look at each other, and we'll put one ear down. And then turning our head the other direction, putting the other ear down, and returning back into our table. Same thing the other side. So we'll put our weight on our left palm and our left knee as we turn to the side and take that right arm up overhead. Maybe picking up the top leg. Maybe taking the top arm and the top leg out to the side, connecting fingers and toes. Coming back to that position on our side. Again, maybe taking the top arm and top leg out to the side, connecting fingers and toes. Coming back on our side. And once more, taking the top leg and the top arm out to the side, connecting fingers and toes. And back to that position on our side. If you want to do the side plank, straightening that bottom knee and coming up. And then we'll come down on that left side. Left hand is on our head. Bottom leg is long. Top knee is bent. We'll bring that top knee up to our chest. Extend that leg out to the wall. And bring the whole leg back around. Bending that top knee. Drawing it up to my chest. Extending that leg out to the wall. And bringing the whole leg back around. Bending that top knee. Drawing it up to our chest. Extending that leg out to the wall. And bringing the whole leg back around. We'll take that top leg all the way up with the right hand. We're reaching for those right toes. And then we're going to release out and head over onto our backs. Beginning with our deep breaths in and out. Inhaling all the way in and pushing the air all the way out. We'll cross that right leg over the left, and we're going to take both knees off to the left side. Holding our side twist. If you want to do shrimp pose, we'll take that top leg, extending it nice and long with the right hand, reaching around for the toes or the ankle on the bottom. Maybe that left arm comes up towards the ceiling. And unwinding, feet down, knees up, our breath in and out. We'll cross the left leg over the right, and then we'll take both knees off to the right side, holding that side twist, taking that into our shrimp pose. We'll extend that top leg nice and long with the left hand reaching around for the toes or the ankle on the bottom. And maybe that right arm comes up towards the ceiling. And unwinding, feet down, knees up, again that breath in and out. We'll take our right leg all the way up towards the ceiling, and we'll roll that right ankle, first one way, and then the other. Pulling my toes towards me, pushing them away, towards me, and away. And I'm starting that circle with my right leg. Making that circle go around the other way. Taking that right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lowering that right heel halfway between the ceiling and the floor, and holding. As you exhale the next time, dropping that right heel almost to the mat. Not quite there. Letting it hover. And then we'll take the right leg all the way up with both hands. We're reaching for those right toes. And then releasing out, feet down, knees up. We'll take that left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And rolling that left ankle, first one way, and then the other. Pulling my toes towards me, pushing them away, towards me, and away. And I'm starting that circle with our left leg. Making that circle go around the other way. Bringing that left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, lowering that left heel halfway between the ceiling and the floor, and holding. As you exhale the next time, dropping that left heel almost to the mat, not quite there, letting it hover. And we'll take the left leg all the way back up, and with both hands, we're reaching for those left toes. And then releasing out, feet down, knees up. Another breath in, and out. We'll take both legs up towards the ceiling, and we'll make that motion like we're bicycling. If you want to add the arm part, you'll interlace your fingers, put them behind your head, and it'll be opposite knee to opposite elbow as those knees come forward. And relaxing back into our neutral. A breath in and out. Let's do our reclining eagle. So we'll cross the right leg over the left, bending our elbows, taking that right forearm over the left, connecting our fingers, and then we're going to pick up that left foot, bringing our elbows to our knees and hold. Keeping that position with our arms and our legs, we're just going to relax and bring those arms over our line of sight. And bring that left foot back down to the mat. And then we'll bring those elbows back to our knees. And hold. Relaxing out, resting the left foot down. Again, our arms are over our line of sight. And one more time, we're going to bring those elbows to our knees and hold. And this time we'll release all the way out and come into our neutral. That breath in and out. We'll cross the left leg over the right. Same thing, reclining eagle, bending our elbows, taking that left forearm over the right, connecting our fingers. We're going to pick up that right foot and bring our elbows to our knees and hold. And then bringing our forearms over our line of sight, resting the right foot down, still keeping our arms and our legs in the position. Here we go again, elbows to our knees, and hold. And then relaxing back, we're going to again put those forearms over our line of sight, right foot is down. We'll do one more, so here we go again, elbows to our knees and hold. And we'll come all the way out. Feet down, knees up, breath in, and out. And we'll stretch all the way out from the tips of our fingers to the tops of our toes. Let's pick up that right wrist so it hovers just off the mat. And as our right wrist hovers, we're going to pick up that left ankle to hover. So right wrist and left ankle should be hovering. Relaxing back down. Now we're going to pick up that left wrist. So that left wrist hovers off the mat. And we're going to pick up the right ankle. Left wrist and right ankle should be hovering off the mat. And resting back down. This time we'll pick up both wrists and let both wrists hover off the mat. And as we do that, we're going to pick up both ankles. So both ankles and both wrists should be hovering off the mat. And hold. Relaxing back down. A nice breath in and out. Getting ready, here we go again. We're going to pick up our wrists. So both wrists hover off the mat, and pick up both ankles so they hover off the mat. Both wrists and both ankles should be hovering. Relaxing down, taking our breath. And we'll do one more. So here we go. We're picking up both wrists so they hover off the mat, and picking up both ankles so they hover. And hold. And relaxing back down. Taking a nice breath in and out. And we'll roll over and take a moment in child's pose. Making ourselves comfortable for our Shavasana on our back, sponge pose. And as we begin to unwind, taking those deep breaths in and out. Inhaling all the way in and pushing the air all the way out. Seeing if we can extend our inhalation for about 5 seconds, and then push the air out for about 5 seconds. Beginning to notice that place, that pause between our inhalation and our exhalation. Slowly bring your awareness to your forehead, smoothing out your forehead. Relaxing your eyebrows. Relaxing that place between your eyebrows. Drawing the relaxation down through your cheeks and into your jaw. Maybe opening your mouth just a little bit as you invite your jaw to relax. Drawing the relaxation down through your neck. And as you exhale, dropping your shoulders, releasing them. Thinking about deepening that space between the bottom of your ears and the tops of your shoulders. Drawing the relaxation down through your arms, into your wrists, softening your hands, releasing your fingers. Allowing your thoughts to just come and go, not dwelling on any one thing. Bringing that relaxation down through your chest, into your tummy, relaxing your hips, softening your thighs, releasing your knees, lower legs, ankles, and your feet. And taking a moment to drift and melt, continuing to slow everything down. And maybe on today's journey, you feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter. So light that you rest upon the white billowy clouds overhead. And for today's journey, imagine you have taken the shape of an owl, and there's a bright full moon in the distance. So as you begin your journey as an owl, spreading your wings and feeling the coolness of the night sky as you catch one air current and then the next. You notice you have a remarkable ability to see at night. Swooping down close to the earth, when you find something that catches your attention, feeling the next gust of breeze lift you up on that next air current, and you settle on to a branch at one of the tops of the trees. Looking down at the moonlit meadow before you and seeing what's meant for you to see on your journey today. Coming back to your breath, noticing its peaceful, easy rhythm. Taking a moment to give thanks for whatever comes to mind today. Also taking a moment to think about our intentions, all those good things we'd like to do. Gathering those positive affirmations in our mind. And when we have those intentions gathered together, either in our mind's eye, or we can raise our arms up over our head and send all those good thoughts outward. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out, feeling that gust of breeze and leaping off of that branch, catching one air current and then the next, as we soar higher and higher and back up onto that white billowy cloud. As we rest on the white billowy cloud, reconnecting with our human body, noticing the rise and fall of our chest as we inhale and as we exhale. Checking in with our fingers, wiggling our fingers, noticing how they feel. Checking in with our toes, wiggling our toes, noticing how they feel. Allowing our senses to bring us back to the room around us. Any sounds in the room, the temperature of the room. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out. And when you're ready to come back from your journey, only when you're ready to come back, gently sitting up and taking your time. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Jen.
And happy rainy evening. Yay!